Good morning, students. Today, in 7th part of our max lecture, we will continue our lesson number 1, geometrical constructions. In this lecture, we will learn about congruence of segment and congruence of angles. Let's see their definition. First, congruent segments. Line segments having equal or same length are called as congruent segments. Have a look in the diagram where two segments are shown. First segment is AB, second segment is EF. Both the lines have shown that there is one line. What does that one line indicates us? That one line indicates that the length of segment AB and length of segment EF is same. Have a look on example. Segment AB is equals to 6 centimeter. Segment EF is equals to 6 centimeter. As both the segments have same length, so we will write, therefore segment AB is equals to segment EF is equals to 6 centimeter. As both segments have equal length, means we will say that both the segments are congruent. So we will write by putting symbol of congruence. Therefore segment AB is congruent with segment EF. Now see second definition, congruent angles. Angles having equal or same measure are called as congruent angles. Have a look in the picture where two angles are shown, angle ABC and angle PQR. Angle ABC is shown, it is 53 degree, and angle PQR is also 53 degree. Means both the angles have same measure. As both the angles are having same measure, means both the angles are congruent. Have a look, same thing in example. Measure angle ABC is equals to 53 degree. Measure angle PQR is equals to 53 degree. As both the angles have same measure, so we will write measure angle ABC is equals to measure angle PQR is equals to 53 degree. As both are having same measure, so we will write by showing congruent sign in between, and we will say that angle ABC is congruent with angle PQR. First question is, write the names of pairs of congruent line segments. For this it is given, use a divider to find them. Now congruent segments, we have seen the definition, segments which have same length. Now we have to use divider. This instrument is nothing but divider. So how we will measure the length of these segments with the help of divider? We will keep it on one point and we will open it till another point. So now this is the length of GM. This same measurement we will see whether GN also have this measurement. Yes, whatever length is of GM, if I am rotating and bringing this till end point, so measurement is same. So from this we got that length of GM and length of GN is equal. So what we will write as length of both segment is equal, means GM and GN are congruent segments. So we will write here number 1, segment GM. You can write MG or GM, both are correct. Segment GM, then this is the symbol of congruent sign, equal sign you have to give, and how we are writing N, like that in a curve you have to give. Then length of GM is equals to length of GN, so we will write segment GM is congruent with segment GN. Clear? Now again see, whatever length of GN we got, if I am bringing it till here, are both equal? Whatever length is of GN, is it equal? No. Our GB is bigger than GN because this rounder, this divider is coming till this point. Okay. Now bring it till this GR. So we got whatever length was of GN and this GR, both are showing same measurement. Means GM is also same, GN is also same, and GR, all three segments have equal length. So first we wrote GM is congruent with GN. Now GM, GN, GR, all three segments have same length. So you can write GM is equals to GN as we wrote congruent by putting congruent sign. Now we will write GN is congruent with GR. Why? Because both have equal length. So second we will write segment GN is congruent with segment GR. Now, as all three segments have same length, so first we wrote the first, second, third. If I am giving this name, this segment as 1, 2, 3. We wrote GM is congruent with GN, then we wrote GN is congruent with GR. But if we see GM and GR also have same length. Have a look. If I am keeping my divider from M to G, same measurement is from G to R. So we will write now GM is congruent with GR. So our third point will be segment GM is congruent with segment GR. Now we will see next segment. We have seen GM, GN are same. Now we will see GB. If I am opening my divider from G till B, I am getting this much length. Now bring till R. Are they both same? No. This is extra side. Now GC, no, that GC is also little smaller. Now bring it till GE. Are both the segments equal? Yes. Whatever length is of GB, same length is of GE. Means GB and GE both have equal length, means both are congruent. So now I will write segment GB is congruent with segment GE. Segment GB is congruent with segment GE. Now which segment is left? GC. Let us check GC and we will open from G to C. Now we will rotate it and bring it till each and every segment. Are both equal? No. GE is bigger. Now bring it till GD. No. GD is smaller. GM, no, GM is also smaller. This one is smaller. This one is bigger. Means we are not having any segment which is congruent with GC. GE already we have seen that GE is congruent with GB. Now we will see GD. Now if I open from G till D, now bring it till this segment. No, not congruent. This one is also bigger. This segment is also bigger. This segment is also bigger, bigger, bigger. Means we are not having any segment congruent with GD. So whatever segments we are getting, we have to write about that segments only. Question number 2. On the number line below, the distance between any two adjoining points shown on it is equal. Fill in the blanks. Now we have this number line given. It is said that whatever points are given on a number line, there are certain points given Q, P, Z, Y and so on. It is said that the distance between each 2 points, means distance between Q, P is equals to distance between P and Z is equals to distance between Y and Z and so on. Means distance between 2 points is equal, like that it is given. Then it is said fill in the blanks accordingly. Now for this also we will use a divider as we have used for question number 1. It is asked segment AB is congruent with blank. Now we will see where we have AB. So we will open from A till B. We will open the divider from A to B. Here we have A and B. So we will open from A to B. Now this same measurement we will just keep on keeping from one by one on each point. Now I kept on Q point, then I am getting same measurement of QP. Means whatever length was given of AB, same length is of segment QP. So we can write a segment QP. But then too, for your reference, you just see now PZ is also having same length. If I am keeping this divider on this segment, then ZY is also having same length. If I am keeping on point Y, it is showing same length. If I am keeping it on X, it is showing same length. So for AB, how many segments are congruent? Have a look. With segment AB, first congruent segment is QP because it is showing same length. Then if I am keeping it on P, then PZ also have same length. third segment is ZY, fourth segment is YX, fifth segment is XW, sixth segment is WA, AB is in question only, and last one is BC. So we have 7 answers. So you can write any one from all 7 possible answers. So I am writing as AB and QP have same length. So here as I have shown you, we have 7 possible answers, but we have to write any one. So here I am writing segment QP. Clear? Now next is AP. So we will open rounder from A till P. Clear? So this much length I am getting. If I am keeping my divider, sorry I said rounder, we will keep divider from A till P. Then one by one we will check. We will first keep it on Q and we will see which name we are getting. So my starting point of divider is on Q and next point is on W. Means whatever length is of AP, same length is of QW. So we can write a segment QW also, but for your better understanding, let us see what other names we are getting. PA is the question only. Then if I am keeping on Z, then I am getting which congruent angle? I am getting ZB. So my second answer, possible answer is segment ZB is congruent with AP. If I am keeping on Y, then I am getting C. So my next possible answer, congruent angle with AP is segment YC. Clear? If I'm keeping on X, then I'm not having any name here. So how many possible names we got? First name we got QW. Second name we got ZB. And third name we got YC. So you have to write any one name. So now I am writing segment YC. So which segment is congruent with AP? So I am writing segment is YC. Now next one is segment AC. So now we will open rounder from, we will keep it on A and we will open till point C. So I kept it on A and I open till C. Now again we will start from QP and we will see which segments have this length. So we'll keep it on Q and we'll see QZ has same length what AC has. So my first possible answer is segment QZ. Then if I am keeping on P, then I am getting Y. So my next possible answer is segment PY. If I am keeping on Z, then my next possible answer is segment ZX. If I am keeping on Y, then my next possible answer is YW. If I am keeping on X, then my next possible answer is XA. If I am keeping on W, then my next possible answer is WB. AC is the question only. So I am again for this also I am getting many possible answers, but you have to write any one. So suppose I am keeping it on Z and now what I am getting? X. So which segment is congruent with AC? I am writing segment ZX. You can write any name, whatever names I have shown. It's not necessary whatever name I am writing, you should also write same. I am showing you all possible answers. You can write any one answer from this. Now here in this first is given blank. Not to worry, method will remain same. Here it is given segment BY. So what we will do, we will keep our divider on B and we will open till Y. So this much we are getting of BY. Check it, see B and I open till Y. So now again we will start from Q. I am keeping it on Q and see what name I am getting X. So my first possible answer is segment QX. As my first point is on Q and second point of divider is on X. So my first possible answer is segment QX. Now if I am keeping it on P, then I am getting same length is of PW. So my second possible answer is segment PW. Then if I am keeping it on Z, then my third possible answer is segment ZA. Then if I am keeping on Y, YB is my question only. Then if I am keeping on X, then my next possible answer is XC. So whatever possible answers I have shown you, you can write any. Now I am writing X. If I am keeping on X, then I am getting C. So in this, I am writing segment XC. Clear? Now next is segment YQ. Again we will take a divider. I will keep it on Y and I will open till Q. So I will see which segments have length same as YQ has. I will keep it on P and I will see what name I am getting. So I am getting PX. So my first possible name is segment PX. If I am keeping on Z, then I am getting ZW. Then if I am keeping on Y, I am getting YA. If I am keeping on X, then I am getting name XB. If I am keeping on W, so I am getting name segment WC. So again for this also we are getting many possible answers. From all possible answers, I am taking this answer. You can write any name which I have shown you now. I am writing segment WC. I hope you got how to get congruent segments. So students, you have to do sixth one by your own. Third question is, some angles are given below. Using the symbol of congruence, write the names of the pairs of congruent angles in these figures. And it is given measure angle AOC is equals to 90 degree. Now before beginning the answer, let us see what measurements are given. In question it is given AOC, this full angle is 90 degree. Then different measures are shown in this figure. AOB, from here till here, this much angle is given 45, means our angle AOB is 45 degree. Then from here till here it is given 30 degree, so our angle DOC you can say, or COD is given 30 degree. Now come back to this angle, here it is given 90 degree angle symbol, so means our PQR is 90 degree. Then name of this angle is RST and here it is shown 45 degree, means our angle RST is of 45 degree. Then here name of angle is LMN and it is shown that it is 30 degree. So this is very simple. What we have to see, all are able to see the numbers what are shown in the figure. We will see where angles are showing same number. This angle is showing 45 degree. This also is showing 45 degree. So we will first see which angles are showing same measurement, 45, 45. So after checking that, then we will see 45 degree is the name of which angle? 45 degree is the name of angle AOB. So here we will write measure angle AOB is equals to 45. Along with AOB, which else angle is 45 degree? RST. So as both are of equal measure, so we will write is equals to measure angle RST is equals to 45 degree. Means measure of angle AOB is equals to measure angle RST is equals to 45. As measure of both the angles is same, equal, means these two angles are congruent. So what we will write? Therefore, angle AOB, then we will give symbol of congruence, then we'll write angle RST. One more thing you have to keep in mind, whenever we are giving symbol of congruence, then it is a rule, we are not writing M, that is measure. Whenever we will write equal sign, then you will write MM, that is measure. Whenever we will give congruent sign, that time we will not write M, that is measure. So 45, 45 over, then we will see here it is shown 30 degree. Then we will see where else we have 30. Yes, we are having 30 degree here. So 30 degree, 30 degree. These both angles have equal measure. This angle's name is COD and this angle's name is LMN. So whatever measurement is of angle COD, same measurement is of angle LMN. So we will write in the same way. First we will write the names. This angle's name is COD. So we will write measure angle COD is equals to which angle? Is equals to angle LMN is equals to measure angle LMN and both are is equals to what? Both are equal to 30 degree. So we will write is equals to 30 degree. As both the angles COD as well as LMN both are having same measurement. So we will write angle COD is congruent with angle LMN. So we will write therefore angle COD is congruent with angle LMN. Then for wrote 30 30 we wrote. Now this is the symbol of 90 degree, and in question it is given that angle AOC is equals to 90 degree. Means our angle AOC is 90 as well as our angle PQR is also 90. So what we will write? Measure angle AOC is equals to measure angle PQR. Both are having what measure? 90 degree. So angle AOC and angle PQR both have same measurement, that is 90 degree. So what we will write? Therefore angle AOC is congruent with angle PQR. Therefore angle AOC is congruent with angle PQR. All the students have to solve the sums which are shown in this video. Thank you. God bless you all.